Today's magic moment hinges entirely on just one simple idea. On one side, you have Jen, and on the other side, you have Whitney. Yes, I totally just made up those names, but let's just go with it. You can clearly see that one person has more love handles than the other person. Love handles are also called muffin tops, by the way. So, looking at these photos, it becomes easier to understand this idea that I want to share with you. Are you ready for it? Here we go. The way you exercise is determined by the way you look, not by the way you want to look. I know, revolutionary. Let me explain what I mean. You're probably wondering, what are you saying, Cola? Potatoes, tomatoes, tomatoes, same thing. No, it's not. It's not. This is why so many people are just lost in the sea of Instagram fitness accounts. Let me explain this to you. A lot of people think that if you want to look like this person, then you should train like this person. No, not so. This is not how life works. You have to train based on where you are right now, how you look right now, and then your body will change and adapt, and then your training will have to change and adapt to match your new body, and so on and so forth, until you have the body you actually want and you feel the way you want to feel. If you look like Jen, but you are training like Whitney, you will not get results. If you look like Whitney and you are training like Jen, you will not get results. You have different bodies, you're at different stages in your fitness journey, and the way you exercise must reflect the way you look. Did your mind just explode? Comment below, give me a thumbs up, share this video. Just right off that, I feel like I should just stop right here, but we're not, because there is so much you need to know, and I have 5 tips I need to share with you in this video. But before I go into any of the tips, before I spill any more tea, subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't done so already. It's totally free for you, and it means so much to me. Also, I need to mention who this video is for. I've just established that Whitney and Jen should not be training the same way. They should be training completely differently. So, drum roll please, this video is for Jen. If you look like Whitney, there are still some tidbits you can take from this video, but not everything I am saying in this video is going to be applicable to you. This video was made totally just for Jen. Sorry, Whitney. Okay, so now that we have that cleared up, hey Jen, what's up? How you doing? How's your workout? Do you have fun? Comment below, let me know. Let's talk. How do you lose your love handles? I'm going to give you a foolproof list of tips that you can follow. If you do what I say, you literally cannot go wrong, because this advice is literally just for you. Okay, so now I'm going to share with you 5 tips. 5, just 5. There are so many things I can share with you, but I'm going to share with you just 5, so it's manageable, you're not overwhelmed, you have something you can work with, and something you can do today to start to change your life. I'm going to share those things with you, but before I get into it, there's something else you need to know, and that is, if you want to see fast results, no BS, no going back and forth, no losing, then gaining, then losing, then gaining, none of that. If you want that for yourself, you have to have the discipline to have one goal at a time. Don't go out here trying to lose love handles and tone your booty and tone your arms and no, please don't do that. One goal at a time. It doesn't mean that your arms aren't going to get toned as you're losing your love handles. It doesn't mean your booty is not going to be popping as you're getting rid of your love handles. It just means that your focus is on just one thing at a time. This is how you get results. I know you're not convinced, but I applaud you for at least listening. Let's jump into the tips. Number one thing you have to do, Jen, is to audit your house. Do you have cookies? Throw them out. Cake? Toss it. Ice cream? Trash. Fries? No. Does that sound hard? Yeah, it does, because it is hard. But you want the truth, right? This is it. No filler, no filter, no euphemism, just the facts and the truth. This is what you have to do. I'm not saying you should never eat any of that stuff ever again. That's not realistic. That's not practical. Probably not sustainable. What I am saying is, do not keep that stuff in your house. Why? You're probably wondering, but why? Why? If I can eat it, why can't I just keep it in my house? You know why, but let's talk about it. Because 9 p.m. is the hour of the day where we all get a visit from the devil on our shoulder. That's the time where you're like, I'm so stressed after work. I just need to feel better. I'm so overwhelmed. I don't want to do anything. I'm just going to have a little bit of this. Oh, you know what would feel so good right now? Just some melted chocolate. It's at 9 p.m. That's when this stuff happens. If you don't have this in your house, if you don't have the cookies in your house, you don't have the cake in your house, you don't have any of that stuff in your house, mind you, you make this decision not to keep this stuff in your house when you are feeling good. When you're feeling motivated, you make this decision on a Sunday, on a Saturday, when there is no temptations. You make this decision in the morning. You know, you make this decision when you're feeling good, okay? Don't decide this at night. Decide this in the morning, on Sunday morning, that you're not going to buy any of these processed things that make your body store fat in that belly area. You make that decision when you are at your peak to being committed to being fit and healthy, so that when 9 p.m. rolls around, it just isn't in your house. Now, here's the thing. I know if you're watching this video, you have a car, there's gas in the car, you can grab your car keys and just go to McDonald's or Walmart, the market, wherever, to buy what you want. That's okay. But guess what? It's going to take you 5 minutes to get into your slippers, put on your clothes, grab your car keys to drive over to the fast food place or to the grocery store or wherever you buy your stuff from. That 5 minutes gives you time to think, do I really want to do this? Is this really in my best interest? And if you decide yes, then get in your car. It'll take you another 5 to 10 minutes to get to the spot to meet your dealer to give you these drugs. Oh, I'm sorry, cake, cookies, you know, that stuff. That's another 5 to 10 minutes you have to really think and have my voice echo in your head. You will hear my voice in your head telling you, Jen, what are you doing? I'm so sorry. That was so loud. So if you go through all of that and you are still like, yes, I need the burger. Okay, get it. You know, YOLO, you live once, enjoy your life. You know, I'm a big fan of balance. Not all the time kale and broccoli, you know, sometimes ramen, sometimes cookies. So that's the step one, just getting that, all of it, by the way, 100%. And I can hear you right now telling me, but I don't live alone. My spouse likes this stuff. My children like this stuff. How can I deprive them of that just because I want to be healthy? You don't deprive them of that. You save them from that so they don't have to struggle the way you have struggled. You feel me? That was hard to say, but I love you too much to allow yourself, give yourself a pass based on that. Your family loves you. They will support your decision. And you can tell them it's just for a short time. You know, it's just 3 weeks, guys. Just 3 weeks without cookies. We can do it. I'm sure your family can understand for 3 weeks. All right. Tip number 2 is you have to pick a way to track your progress. There are about 16 to 20 different ways you could track your progress. I'm not going to go over all 16 to 20 of them because we're going to be here for 5 hours if I did that. So in this video, I'm just going to touch on the 3 most popular and effective ones. These 3 work for 80% of people. The remaining 20% of you, you're out of luck, and I'm just so sorry for that. Okay, let's talk. You can't skip this, by the way. You cannot skip this tip. This is a all the tips I'm giving you in this video are mandatory tips. If you skip them, if you do anything without doing these 5 things, you're not going to get results. You must. You just have to. Now that I've freaked you out, let me tell you what they are. Number 1 is the one that is the least preferred method. Most people don't like this method, but it works. And it's effective for a good number of people. And for that reason, I'm going to mention it. And that is checking your numbers. It's not for everyone. I'm so sorry if this triggered you. If you have an eating disorder, a history of eating disorders, anything like that, just block your ears. Don't listen to this part. But for some of you, numbers is the only thing that works for you. Seeing your weight, seeing your body fat percentage, seeing your calorie count in your calorie counting app of your choice, seeing your split of how many carbs you ate, how many grams of fat you ate, how many grams of protein you ate per meal, per day. This is what works for you. If this works for you, follow that. Don't allow yourself to stop doing what works for you because it's popular and trendy to say, don't check numbers. So that's number 1. Number 2, this one is one that is It works for most people, but not everybody. But it works, so let's talk about it. And that would be taking photos of yourself. This is exactly what it sounds like. Standing in your skimpy underwear and taking unflattering photos of yourself in your bathroom mirror, or asking somebody to do it for you. And you just compare your photos to see your progress or lack thereof. And the last method is one that works for the most number of people, but it's also not for everybody. And that is going by how you feel. Going by how you feel at an identity level. When you look at yourself in the mirror, do you see who you think yourself to be? That sounds so vague, but I'm shocked by how well this works for some people. So look at yourself in the mirror. Do I look the way I believe I should look? Do I look like the person I know myself to be? If the answer is yes, or I am looking more and more like that person, then yeah, you're good. If you feel good, that's good. But if you don't feel good, then something needs to change, and that's your method. So 3 ways. Let me quickly recap. Numbers, photos, and feelings. Those are the 3 ways. Pick your poison. I'm not going to tell you which one I personally prefer. Maybe I will. Maybe I should. I'll save that for the end of the video. I'll tell you at the end of the video. I'm a bit shy to say which one I like because I don't want you to think that the one I like is the one you need to use, because that's not true. You just have to do what works for your specific makeup and preferences. So pick one. You cannot get results if you don't pick one. If you're thinking, nah, this is just too much. This is hard. I just want to be happy. And as long as I am happy, then it's all good. I don't have to do all this. I don't have to be tracking my progress, checking with my feelings. Feelings? If you're thinking that, I am giving you side eye for real. Let me tell you why. Happiness is a state of mind. You can do these hard things I'm talking about and be happy at the same time. You can eat kale chips and be happy at the same time. Actually, no, that's a lie. That's not possible. It's not possible. Kale chips and happiness, they're just antonyms. But you understand what I mean, right? I'm a happy person and I want you to be happy. Your happiness is very important to me. However, I don't want you to use that as an excuse to not do the hard work that I can help you do. I can help you. I want to help you. That's why I put these videos out there. So let's go into the 3rd tip, which is probably the most direct way I can help you. And that is find a workout program that works for you. Stitching together workout videos on YouTube is all good. It's a great place to start. I highly recommend it. I encourage it. It's why I continue to put out workouts on YouTube. I want you to start somewhere. But once you're ready to really start to see results, you need a program that has a logical flow and structure to it. So of course, I recommend my 21-day belly fat focus program. We call it 21-day BFF. Hundreds of people have gone through this program. It is effective. It works. Get it on my website and then download my app so you can access it on the go. You can get offline access to this, so you don't even need internet or anything. You can just do your workouts. It's easy, it's fast, it works. It's a great place to start. And I'm not just saying that because it's my program. I'm saying it because it works. And you need something that works and will get you results. So find a program that works for you and do it. Do the program. Now, let me just address something else that I hear a lot. I've heard a lot of people say you don't have to exercise. You could just get results from eating less and diet and cleaning up your diet. That is true and also not true at the same time. Anybody that tells you that is talking about short-term results. They're talking about quick wins, something that's going to get you a result right away, which is not bad if it gets you started, but you cannot skip working out as a part of an overall healthy lifestyle. You have to work out. Our bodies need to move. And with our modern lifestyle, we cannot move enough in our regular day. That's why exercise is so important. Have you ever tried to diet and not exercise? Do you remember how awful that felt? It just feels bad. It doesn't feel good at all. But when you exercise, your hormones are in check. You feel good. You feel strong. You get to your goal faster. Your body is better quality and you're able to retain your results for a much longer time than the person that just goes on a cabbage soup diet loses 20 pounds in 2 weeks, and then they gain it back and then some, and they just keep repeating. So no shade to the cabbage soup diet. I am not here to knock anybody's hustle, but I am here to tell you the truth, and that is something that is essential. You've heard me, but I hope you heard me in your soul and you understand that this is for your best. Let's go on to tip number 4, which is my favorite on this list. Actually, it's my absolute favorite thing. I follow this like a religion whenever I need to lose a little bit of fat. I follow this like a religion anytime I need to give someone a recommendation, because it is law. Tip number 4 is law. Say it with me. Law. Say it for the people in the back. Law. I'm sorry. That's so... What is wrong with me? I almost burst into song too. Anyways, tip number 4. Are you ready? If you are trying to lose your love handles and you look like Jen, do not combine carbs and fat in the same meal. Always combine your carbs with a protein, or combine your fat with protein, but do not combine carbs and fat. Why? Carbs are a source of energy. Fats are a source of energy. When you combine carbs and fat, you get boom, double energy. And what do you need double energy for? To sit at a desk and type all day? To sit on the couch and watch TV? I don't think so. So now you have all this energy in your body from that combination of carbs and fat. Your body doesn't have anything to do with it because you're not chasing any lions, you're not running from any hyenas, you're not traversing the Marambusi Desert. I don't know if that's a real place. It just came to my mind. You're not doing all that stuff, right? I hope not. If you are, send me pics. Tag me on Instagram. So what does your body do with that excess energy? It stores it in your love pooch, your love handle, your muffin tub. That's where it just goes there. So when you separate your carbs and your fat and instead combine your carbs with protein, or you combine your fat with protein, you're being extremely smart, because you are giving your body the energy it needs to function and repair, and you're giving it protein, which allows you to feel full for longer. You're not as hungry, allows you to build healthy muscle tissue, allows your hormones and your DNA to function correctly. Listen, protein is an all-star in this game. So what are some examples of carbs and fat? Because I know for me, as a personal trainer, these things come to me very naturally, but I want to break it down so that you have no excuse. That's my goal. I want you to finish watching this video and be like, okay, I have no excuse. I gotta do something, okay? So some carbs that we're all familiar with. We all love this, I think. I do. I love this stuff. Bread. All forms of bread. White bread, brown bread, everything in between. Carbs. Those are carbs. Potatoes, yams, pasta, rice, all types of rice. White rice, brown rice, fried rice is not a type of rice, but I feel like it should have its own category. Like fried rice is just delicious. Plantains, bananas, apples, all fruit, almost all fruit, not all, but almost all of them contain pretty significant amounts of carbs. So those are examples, some basic examples. You get the gist. All the delicious stuff. I'm not even going to mention processed carbs like chips or cake, because we already went through that with tip number 1, right? Don't combine that with fat. What's fat? Things like avocado, things like peanut butter, almond butter, oil, butter, cheese, egg yolks, super duper fatty fish like salmon. Now I know your eyebrows are hitting the ceiling because you're like, wait, what? I can't eat avocado toast? No, I'm not really saying you can't eat avocado toast. I'm just saying if you're eating avocado toast, be careful, because you're combining energy with energy, carbs with fat. That's a lot of energy. Be careful with it, and make sure there's some protein in there. If all you eat for breakfast is avocado toast and you're trying to lose love handles and you look like Jen, what are you doing? It's not bad. There are worse things you could eat. That's not the most efficient type of breakfast you could be eating. Which brings me to a point that is going to drive you crazy, but I have to make it. We haven't even moved on to the next tip yet. But I have to make this point even though I know it's really going to stress you out and annoy you. I don't expect perfection with this tip number 4 of not combining carbs and fat. It is impossible to completely 100% achieve this where you never combine carbs and fat. You will eat avocado toast. You will combine it. So don't take this point too literally. Aspire to it, but don't stress over it. If you're eating a little bit of carbs and fat together, it's fine. Just don't make it a habit and make sure that you're getting that protein in. You're making protein a priority. I think I've beaten this horse all the way down to the bottom of the ocean. So I'm going to stop here. If you have any questions about this particular point, just leave me a comment and I will clarify. My last tip for you, tip number 5, is to enjoy your journey and love yourself. Losing your love handles is not going to make you more beautiful. It's not going to make you more special. You are already beautiful and you are already special. And I'm saying that so aggressively because I believe that from the bottom of my toes to the tip of my teeth. And I'm saying it with my chest. I believe that. The only thing it's going to do is make your haters jealous. And I'm here for that. I'm here to make it so your haters are jealous. Okay, I'm joking. But honestly, enjoy your life. Don't stress. Keep your stress level down. That's part of what causes love handles anyway, when you're stressed and your hormones are all over the place. So visit KobokoFitness.com to start my 21-day belly fat focus BFF program today. It comes with lifetime access, VIP customer support, full-length videos with me as your trainer, so much love, and best of all, it works.